Listen, look, where I'm from, the best foods are slow cooked.
Hi, Adjani.
Hi, Jana. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm great. I'm glad for us to be talking.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you. And
Same.
took a little longer to have season 2, but I'm glad that we have it.
Listen, look, where I'm from, the best foods are slow cooked. You know what I mean? So we really we really simmered this one for you.
Amazing. Yeah, in my country is the same, like the same thing.
Yes,
so.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So what was like the inspiration this time around?
The inspiration for season 2 was just seeing the industry and the landscape as it was playing out. Obviously, like a few years prior was the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And then while we were getting season 2, we realized that kind of tide was kind of shifting. We were like, oh, there were just conversations that, oh, that thing's kind of done now. So we really wanted to touch on it while it was still relevant. The idea of what it's like how can something that has good intentions not quite have the best impact? So it just felt important for us to reflect the times we were in.
Yeah, always. It's always a good time to reflect. And you like wearing different hats again. Mm-hmm. How is it for you to manage, writing, acting, producing, doing wow?
Yeah, well, it's funny that people say wear many hats because you actually don't. You wear one hat at a time. And I think that's how I manage. I wear one hat at a time, which sometimes might be frustrating to the team. Sometimes I'll be in like for example, we write the show. We'll write wherever we want. And then the exec hat has to come on and be like, yeah, we should probably cut this scene because we can't afford it. Or even when writing, even when acting and doing acting prep and dissecting the same scene that I wrote and be like, this doesn't make sense. And they're like, Adjani, we're already in pre-production. I'm like, yeah, I get that. And they're like, you wrote it. And I'm like, yeah, I know I wrote it. And I thought this was great. But that was the writer brain. And I'm now saying Actor Adjani thinks that this scene don't really make no sense. So, it sometimes does cause conflict, but they all serve for the betterment of the storytelling.
Yeah. Is there anything that on season 1, you were unable to have and then you have right now for season 2?
Budget.
Yeah. Yeah, money.
And we don't even have a lot of budget, but we just have a little bit more. Season 1, the show is set in London, and we always were adamant, we want London to feel like a part of it. But for season 1, we're like, you can't afford to shoot in London, bro. So remix it. Whereas now, we have a whole episode on the South Bank with Big Ben and the London Eye and River Thames, and we splash probably too much money just to see it in the background. But we had more freedom to play creatively this time.
Yeah, which is I think is amazing. Usually, the first season is always let's say have less money because you guys kind of the whole, not just the one episode is a pilot. I think the whole season is a pilot. Right. And then you get to see, do you have this season, you have a favorite episode or anything? I know it's a hard question.
No, I love them all, but a personal favorite for mine is episode 4. And it's titled Black Love. And it's because it's such a departure. Everything's in it. It's a rom-com, you know what I mean? And more importantly, we get to see Kwabena's mom on a date, which very much was paying homage to my mom and stepdad, because my mom got married when I was 21, And I remember the awkwardness of her like not wanting to tell me that she's dating, and I'm kind of like, psh, I mean, you obviously are. I keep seeing this dude, like, you know what I mean. So that one for me is a personal favorite, and it is because we got to see like generational love on screen, which I thought was nice to do.
Yeah, that's great. Also, like you usually there's some platforms streaming, some shows they release all the episodes, and yours is gonna be releasing weekly. What was like this decision for you? Like you thought that it was like better every week a new episode?
Well, I didn't
throw everything out of us.
I had no choice in the matter. They just told me, but I was like, actually, that's dope, because I think that way I think when we get into a culture of just consumption, it becomes like fast food. You know what I mean? Like you don't reminisce on the burger you picked up around the block, right? But when you took the time and got dressed and went to dinner, you know, you'll talk about it. Like if the food was nice, you'll talk about it next week, or you'll recommend it to a friend. And I think that is just kind of Paramount saying, yo, like, we believe you guys will talk about this, so we're gonna allow you to savor it. You know, so I think hopefully that matriculates, and that over time people can have these discussion pieces about each episode.
I'll be very honest with you. I like this format better because there's so much to watch lately. And then if they throw like all the episodes at once, for me, like sometimes I don't have the time because I have life as well outside of everything. And are you already thinking about season 3?
Oh yeah. Because we were blindsided with, not to say we didn't think we were gonna get a season 2, but we threw every idea we had in season 1. So when it came to season 2, we were like, I don't know. So going into season 2, we were like, right, if it ends here, where are we going? Just so that we don't take as long. You know, again, back to the cooking analogy, you know, so we've prepped the onions, we've prepped the garlic, you know what I mean? So if hopefully when they say go again, we just throw them in.
Amazing. That's the time that I have with you. I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your time.
And then I hope to see everybody loves it, and I hope season 3
Thank you so much. It was a great interview.
Don't take too long, and then amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we'll work on it for you. Thank you so much. Bless.
Bye-bye. If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.